beautiful city of Albany, New York, and of course the many surrounding areas that make up the capital region too. The Albany News Update Show. I am your didactic host, Jonathan Madden, and lo and behold, do I see a Brian McKenzie to my right? Brian, how are you doing this fine evening?
I'm doing well this fine evening.
Doing well. Ooh, proper grammar here on the news. Let's go ahead and review what's happened these past few weeks in the capital region and make some comedic gold. In the saga of the building that just won't die, the current owner of the severely dilapidated building that is called Central Warehouse filed a $1.5 million lawsuit against Albany County in his bid to retain control of the structure. Apparently, Evan Bloom's strategy consisted of 1. Purchasing the building for $280,000 in 2017, and then 2. Doing absolutely nothing with it for 5 years while accumulating $550,000 in back taxes. Yes, that plan is progressing nicely, Brian. I'm wondering where profit comes into the equation. You buy the building, then you sit on it, and then you sue the county.
There's crack houses that are more profitable than that building.
I can't believe it. That was good. I like that. All right, hundreds of cockroaches were released in Albany City Court during a proceeding for arrested rent protesters. Said the individuals involved in the January 6th riots on the nation's capital, "I knew we forgot something. I knew we forgot something."
No, there were cockroaches there.
Oh, cockroaches there. There you go.
Yep.
And this happened a little while ago. But we didn't catch it when it happened right away, but it's still too good to pass up. A Vermont woman was stopped in Queensbury for erratic driving, and it turns out her blood alcohol content was 0.41. Now, anything over 0.08 is illegal, which, doing the quick math, times 2, carry the 1, plus 3, yes. It means that her BAC was almost 5 times higher than legally allowed. That's higher than the level of surgical anesthesia. This woman's BAC was so high.
How high was it?
If she got a cut, the wound was instantly disinfected. This woman's BAC was so high.
How high was it?
Her blood was on tap at Chili's Bar and Grill. I thought it was funnier than that, but this woman's BAC was so high.
How high was it?
Her blood type was green. There we go. Blood type was green. Green alcohol.
That woman should get an award.
Award, yes.
Because at 0.41, she was able to drive erratically.
Yeah, the fact that she was able to drive it all is a minor.
How the hell is she still alive?
Stop drinking and driving, for the love of all that is. Anyways, in Albany, an attempted murder defendant fled the courthouse just before his guilty verdict was read. Said the individuals involved in the January 6th riots on the nation's capital, "Why didn't we think of that?"
Hey, you're not there to hear it. It doesn't count.
It doesn't count. Is that like a tree falling in the forest? If nobody's around to hear it, you can't be convicted?
Yeah.
Is that something like that?
How does a murder defendant able to flee the courthouse?
I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of people asking
Aren't they
that
handcuffed?
question.
Leg irons?
Leg irons, yeah. Yeah, last time I checked.
Way to go, Albany County Courthouse.
County Courthouse.
Feel safe in that place.
Hey, you know.
Safer than the Capitol.
99% success rate is just good enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for that part of the show where we do what we call, affectionately is called and known as the BMac attack. I'm sorry, I'm having a lot of trouble here. Brian, take it away.
Sorry, you stole the Central Warehouse story.
I did.
Jonathan, when did we become a community, a city, a county, a state, a country of habitual complainers? It's nonstop, it seems. Everyone bitches about everything. Last night, I'm reading about people in some community app whining about the demolition of the bridge on the Siddeley Road over the Northway in Clifton Park,
Oh, yes.
between exit 9 and 8A.
Yep.
It's too noisy. Why can't they do this during the day? Yes, of course, demolishing a concrete and steel bridge over the course of 2 rush hours during the day is the safest for everyone, right? Can somebody really be this stupid? I actually have an acquaintance that was bowled over by a car as he was working in one of these DOT construction areas.
Oh.
Audience, you're brutal. And I'm not kidding, that really happened.
I'm sure it did.
He's doing well now.
And it
See,
wasn't
that's
funny.
how you fill the audience in on the conclusion of a story.
I see. There we go.
Okay, audience,
You're on
on the
track.
ball. Thank you. A discussion overheard in the local stewards, which of course could be 5,000 different locations. Anyway, it's the aftermath of Uvalde, and these two gentlemen in this rural location, hint, hint, are going back and forth about the potential reduction of ammo that a magazine could carry. Gee, guys, not going to be able to get those 100 rounds off in 2 minutes on the next rabbit hunting excursion? Are you kidding me? What a huge setback. Never mind putting some elementary schoolers at ease or potentially making them safer, right? Meanwhile, in other news, the animal population continues to lobby the DEC commissioner to be excluded from the sport of hunting until the playing conditions for them improve dramatically.
Oh. I didn't know they had a lobby, Norm.
It is a sport, but they're not in on the game.
Exactly.
We're losing our freedoms. We're losing our freedoms. We're losing our freedoms. They're shouting it from every street corner in America. Mask compliance, vaccines to control epidemics, seatbelts, speed limits. What the hell is next?
I don't know.
Thankfully, we can still yell fire in a crowded theater. They can't take all of our freedoms away, can they?
Now, hold on, Brian. I'm going to interject here. It is illegal to yell fire in a crowded theater. I'm just letting you know.
What about cow tipping in Melrose?
I think that's okay.
Peeing in a public pool?
I think that's okay too.
Walking completely naked in Market 32 in Latham at 2 a.m. in the morning?
You sound like you have some first-hand
Never mind that one.
experience with that one.
Let's move on.
Moving on.
Oh, speaking of freedoms and complaining, the January 6th Commission.
Yes.
Crickets mainly, that's what I'm hearing from the general public on this one. Have we reached that level of apathy? Here the public has a reason to complain. I want to hear complaints. And frankly, we're not hearing anything.
Yeah.
The big lie, attempts to intercede in the democratic process, seditious, violent actions supporting 45, 45's bullying attempts to intervene on the state electoral process, etc., etc., etc. I don't get it. I don't get it. Sometimes I think people would opt for dictatorship if they thought they could get $2 a gallon gas back. State-run everything, fantastic. A news would be off the air, of course.
Wait, what?
The horrors.
That's not funny.
Everybody would miss having, you'd miss having your head in your news, wouldn't you?
A news.
You see what I did there?
I see you head in your news.
Oh, God. Back to complaints.
Yes.
How about these endless and countless and complaints about these damn gypsy, that's offensive, spongy moths? They're eating my trees, they're all over my deck, and I have to sweep it every day. I can't go barefoot in my backyard without stepping all over them. How do I get rid of them? The sticky tape isn't working. Well, actually, these complaints are warranted. These damn things are disgusting.
They are.
I sympathize with all these people that have to deal with these things. I say, burn them to the ground, go scorched earth on them, make it your personal mission to destroy them. Could be some collateral damage, yes. Take a flamethrower to these bastards.
I don't think a flamethrower is legal. Either. You and fire.
Another freedom?
Yeah.
That's
Take it away.
All right. Anyway, lastly, regarding complaints, I'll address the numerous complaints regarding the broadcast.
Wait, there are complaints about our broadcast?
I said numerous.
Oh, man.
Jonathan's mic doesn't work properly.
What?
Jonathan yells at the production team too much.
I do not. I do not.
Jonathan is detracting from BMac's greatness. Jonathan wears the same tie every week.
No, I don't.
Jonathan, do less news. More BMac attacks.
I don't.
Folks, just stop. You are entirely too spoiled and an overly entitled audience. Instead of complaining about Jonathan's shortcomings as a newscaster, you should just be thankful for the other contributions that a news has to offer to whomever and whatever they may be. Life is too short. Just stop your damn whining.
Ladies and gentlemen, the BMac attack. Oh, yes, you can applaud. You can applaud even more. Oh, okay. Now, that's enough. Okay. All right. It was good. It wasn't great, guys. It was good, but not. They love you. They really love you. All right, moving on. In Bethlehem, the public library has finally dropped the practice of charging for overdue books. One of the last of the 29 libraries in the Upper Hudson Library System to go fine-free. Asked the reason for the delay, library officials stated, "We wanted to make sure we recouped the $4.35 from Jimmy Barnes. That kid's a little jerk, and there's no way he was getting off scot-free." Man, little Jimmy Barnes. Maybe he's like the Eddie Haskell of the Bethlehem Public Library. Does anybody know who Eddie Haskell is? Leave it to Beaver? Yes? You were going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to.
But then...
Is that $4.35 compounded with interest?
Oh, I bet they charge interest. Whatever Jimmy Barnes did, he deserves every amount of fine that he owed. All right. A supervisor at the State Department of Taxation and Finance was charged with stealing more than $17,000 in unemployment benefits. After his arraignment, he was stopped outside the courthouse by a long-haired Jewish hippie teacher who told him to follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. Little evangelical.
All right, so let me get this straight. A state worker.
Yes. State worker.
Stole
$17,000
in unemployment benefits.
Yes.
A state worker.
A state worker.
You know what they say about state workers, right?
What do they say about... No, I couldn't hear you. The audience was laughing hysterically.
No, the audience already knows what I was going to say.
What was what were they going to say?
Well, their state workers are sort of notorious for not working.
Oh.
So technically, maybe this dude thought he was entitled to the unemployment benefits because he doesn't work.
Oh, man.
Because he's employed by the state. Their logic.
I love you, state workers. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Ingenious is what that is.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Hey, in other state tax department news, another employee pled guilty to unlawful possession of a gun charge, and this was after another occasion where he was found to have 6.5 grams of cocaine in a Ziploc bag at work, which also explains how he was able to set the record for processing 7,734 tax returns in a single day. After his arraignment, he was stopped outside the courthouse by a long-haired Jewish hippie teacher who told him, "Dude, even I don't mess around with cocaine and guns. Good luck with that." Even the Lord has his limits. Even the Lord.
You couldn't get me to work for the New York State Tax Department if you put a gun to my head.
What if we paid you $200 million in unemployment?
Well,
insurance.
wow, that and a bag of blow. Think about it.
And finally, in Clifton Park, as Brian alluded to earlier, the Sitterley Road Bridge is now being replaced due to some jackass hitting it a few months ago. Clifton Park Highway Superintendent Don Bull said, quote, "We want to make sure that the bridge is reconstructed the right way, and we're going to be feeling a little bit of pain during that. But hopefully at the end of 3 months, we're going to have a new bridge with sidewalks, and that helps travelers get by." We want to make sure the bridge is reconstructed the right way? Is there a possibility it could be reconstructed the wrong way? How does that hopefully at the end of 3 months we're going to have a new bridge? Hopefully?
Give the guy a break. It was probably a press release that he was reading, you know.
Well,
Otherwise,
it's a press release. You have time to write it out. I want to.
otherwise known as the bull sheet.
The bullshit. Don Bull is the guy's name. I don't know. He kind of feels sorry for the people that are going to drive over that
The
highway.
bull sheet.
The bullshit. Yeah. I got it the first time. The audience got it the first and the second time. It was funny, but not. You're cracking yourself up. Anyways,
boy.
he's not instilling a lot of confidence in me. But you
Some
look up that
clown
one.
will
Don't
end
you
up
do-
hitting that bridge again soon enough.
I'm sure they will. Not as much as the Mechanicville one. That one has the record. I think once a month somebody hits that one. They got to do something about that too. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the Albany News Update Show. Check out the stories we've highlighted in the description below. Please support the local news, and you've been updated.